Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another installment of HTFL Football, the Hometown Football League, the greatest of all time, representing their media markets in a 32-team competition played over 17 weeks. I'm Big Paulie coming to you, and today we wrap up week number 2 as Los Angeles travels to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles on a Monday night game. 73 degrees. Since it's Monday night, we're going to shade 10 degrees off the temperature and make it 63. Rain in the forecast for Philadelphia, a wind, light to moderate wind of 5 to 15 miles an hour. We're playing the game at Lincoln Financial Park in Philadelphia. Philadelphia won the toss and will receive. Philadelphia, of course, losing that heartbreaker at Buffalo last week, 37-34. Los Angeles surviving Las Vegas, an inspired effort the first week by the Ironmen. The Rams won that 27-24. George Allen roaming the sidelines for the Rams. Andy Reid, who of course just won a Super Bowl with Kansas City, is patrolling the 50-yard line for the Eagles. And on this soggy night in Philadelphia, we'll get underway. Brown back deep. And I think I have Ray Curtis still on from last night.
The kick from Richter is returned 26 yards by Nelson.
Receiving team.
Jackson on the tackle.
So Brown brought it back to the 37, but a penalty brings it all the way back to the 12-yard line. And if you'll just pardon me a moment, I will fix the setup here so Ray does not interfere with the commentary anymore. As this is not an unplugged game where two losing teams play each other, and I let Ray do that. Setting the offense for Philadelphia for you, McCoy and Kish are your running backs. Jackson and McDonald are your wideouts. Retzlaff at tight end. McNabb at quarterback. Brown, Mathis, Kelsey, Andrews, Wistert your offensive line. And we will set a packed Los Angeles defense for you right after this run by LaShawn McCoy. And McCoy just back to the line. In fact, he loses a yard. Kevin Green on the tackle. The Los Angeles team, I should point out, is a combination of the Rams, the AAFC Dons from 1946 to 1949, the Raiders when they played in Los Angeles from, I think it was 1982 to the mid-90s, and the Chargers when they played in Los Angeles in 1960 and from the late 2010s and beyond. Here's the defense. It's Donald and Jones at defensive end. McLaughlin and Merlin Olsen are your defensive tackles. Green, Richter, Robertson, your linebackers. McDaniel, Irvin, Cromwell, Rich, your defensive backfield. We'll go to Kish on a screen pass, second down and 11. McNabb cannot find Kish. Couldn't hold on to that. So it's 3rd and 11 from the 11. Be careful here, boys. We'll go to Mike Quick. Medium fly. Not there. Incomplete. Philadelphia is just Philadelphia. No combination team there, but of course the Eagles go back many years. Roy Zimmerman back to punt for the Eagles. He'll be punting from his own goal line. And it's fair caught at the 38 by Brown. And the Rams take over. We'll set the offense for Los Angeles. Dickerson and Younger are your running backs. Brown, Ellard, your wideouts. Todd Christensen, who played for the Raiders when they were in L.A., he's your tight end. Jim Everett is your quarterback. Don't call him Chris. Huffman, Wisniewski, Namitz, Putnam, Slater, your offensive line. And if I got any of the name wrongs, I'm sorry. 1st and 10 at the 38, and then we'll set the Eagle defense for you. Jim Everett for 9.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense. Number 60. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
They get Chuck Bednarik for a face mask call, and that brings it all the way to the Philadelphia 38. We'll set the defense for the Eagles for you. White and Douglas, Reggie White, the defensive ends. Wistert and Brown, your defensive tackles. Bednarik, Berge, Vaughn are your linebackers, and Bednarik could play center if called upon. Allen and Vincent, your corners. Dawkins and Norton, your free safeties. Well, safeties. One's a free safety and one is not. One's a strong safety. 1st and 10 at the 38 for LA. And that is Tank Younger who picks up 2 yards. And it will now be a 2nd and 8 from the 36. Everett, incomplete. Looking for Henry Ellard, and Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch will come into the game for Los Angeles in a 3-wide receiver set. He's up top, number 40. Played on those Rams teams in the early 50s that used to put up a heap of points. 3rd and 8 at the 36. Everett, incomplete. It was looking for Todd Christensen, but nobody was there. An incomplete pass. The Rams are going to punt. They're going to play it close to the vest early on. A 4th and 8 from the 36. I'm going to look for a fake here. And it's Coffin cornered to the 5. Norm Van Brocklin was back to punt for Los Angeles, and you may see him at quarterback before the season's over with. We'll give to McCoy on a dive play as the Eagles start 1st and 10 from their own 5, and that's good for 3 yards. Green on the stop. It's now 2nd and 7. McCoy, pitch right. Try to get him going here. And he is stopped by Robertson for a 4-yard loss. And the crowd here at Lincoln Financial cannot believe it. You hear the boo birds. And it's now 3rd and 11 from the 4. Again, the Rams have the Eagles right by the cojones. They got to play it safe. And we'll go medium fly to Pete Retzlaff. McNabb. He's sacked in the end zone for a safety, and that's exactly what the Eagles were trying to avoid. And early in the 1st inning, the Dodgers lead the Phillies 2-0. Free kick time for Philadelphia. And that is Thomas making the tackle. Brown all the way back 21 yards to the 42. So LA off to a good start, and you gotta wonder if that heartbreaking loss at Buffalo has really played with the psyche of the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 42. Give off to Dickerson, and Dickerson has a nice gain, 8 yards. Bednarik on the stop for Philadelphia. Right at midfield now, 2nd and 2 from the 50. And a sack. Reggie White gets to Everett. No truth to the rumor that Reggie White said this is for Jim Rome. 3rd and 8, ball at the 44. Slant to Christensen, good for the 1st down. Dawkins made the stop. 10-yard gain. So that moves the chains. So 1st and 10 for the Rams at the 46. They have the odd 2-0 lead here. Give is to Younger, and Younger loses a yard. They'll bring in Hirsch again, a 3-wide receiver set. 2nd and 11 at the 47. It's a reverse to Crazy Legs, except the ball was fumbled. And Huffman pounced on it for LA, and that's a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 9 at the 45. $11-yard gain. That it was a dump pass to Dickerson. Bond made the tackle for Philly, and the Rams have a 1st and 10 at the 34 with the 2-0 lead. Dickerson straight ahead, 2 yards. Younger was hurt. He will be out a few plays, and John Kimbrough is going to come into the game. We'll take a look at him. Played on the Rams in the late 40s. 6'2", 210. He also could play linebacker, so he's a two-way threat. 2nd and 8 at the 32. And that is thrown to Kimbrough, and he is put to work right away. 12-yard gain for a 1st down. He wears number 77. Younger is back in for LA. A 1st and 10 from the 20 as the Rams now enter the red zone. Pass incomplete. And that was intended for Dickerson. You see Namath's there wearing number 22. They didn't always had number rules back in the old days of football, so players could wear whatever they want. So it wouldn't be uncommon for an old traditional team such as LA to have a 20 play on the line and a 77 play in the backfield. 2nd and 10 at the 20. Looking for a screen to
Pass
Dickerson,
interference,
but
defense. Number 55, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
it was a 5-yard penalty, but worst for the Eagles is that was a first down, so that moves it to the 15, a 1st and 10. They give it to Younger. Younger is a little wiser. He picks up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 to the 10 now. Dickerson straight ahead. 3-yard gain to make it 3rd and 2. Dickerson, of course, was the second player in NFL history to go over 2,000 yards in a season, though he did it in 16 games, OJ being the first. But Dickerson had that great year. I believe it was 1984 or 5 where he rushed and broke OJ's record with over 2,100 yards rushing. 3rd and 2 from the 7. Touchdown. Everett to Christensen, and it's 8-0. So the point after will put him up more than one score, and he got it. Barr with the point after. So right now, with 3:50 left in the opening frame, it's 9-0 Rams over the Eagles. Brown back deep for the Eagles. That takes it his own goal line, moves straight ahead out to the 30. Goes from the 1 to the 30, so that was 29 yards. And I think this time we're going to mix it up and we're going to go to Tommy McDonald on a medium hitch. But a sack, Ritger got to McNabb and brought him down. And the Boo-Birds are out again here in Philly on this Monday night. No need for a Richter scale as Richter makes the sack. 2nd and 17 now. We'll go screen to McCoy. And this may work as LA was playing a prevent. 2-yard gain, so it didn't work all that well. Green makes the stop. And that brings up 3rd and 15. We'll go to Mike Quick on a medium slant, which actually is not a good play because it'll be short of the first. Incomplete, but
encroachment, defense. Number 99, 5-yard penalty.
As you see, Donald got called for a 5-yard penalty. 3rd and 10. We'll go 4 wide, put McNabb in a shotgun. And how about Harold Carmichael on a medium hitch? He wears number 17. Incomplete. Cromwell got on the route and jumped it. So, again, Philly cannot get anything going. Zimmerman back to punt. Wasn't used too much against Buffalo. And the coffin corner punt finds the sidelines for 48 yards. All the way to the 22, so that's where LA will set up shop. They already have a 9-0 lead, and they're looking for more. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Dickerson, just a couple of yards. Vincent makes the stop. Now 2nd and 8. Looking for Dickerson. Bond got a lick on it, I think, and Dickerson dropped it. Or it was Bond who dropped it. 3rd and 8 at the 24. 3 wides out for the Rams. Screen to Dickerson, and that was set up very nicely. 11-yard gain. Dawkins makes the stop for Philly. Final minute of the first quarter. 1st and 10 at the 35. Could be the last play. Berge makes the stop on a Younger sweep. No gain. And that will end the first quarter. Your score, LA 9, Philadelphia nothing. Okay, ready to start the second quarter. Big Paulie getting ready to bring you these last 3 quarters of play. Philadelphia minus 11 yards of total offense so far as I take a sip of water. Got to stay hydrated, you know. It's 2nd and 10 from the 35 as Philadelphia in a hole early. They trail 9-0. And that's Dickerson, and Dickerson with a very nice gain. 10 yards. Philly will not challenge the spot. Very tall odds of getting that overturned. Dickerson had a great game last week against the Ironmen, 27 for 176 rushing the ball. I think they'll depend on him a lot today. 1st and 10 at the 45. Everett threw it. Douglas tipped it, went right back to Everett, who couldn't hang on to the pass, and it went right back to him. 2nd and 10, ball at the 45. Give this to Dickerson. Dickerson just a little to the right, and he gains 5. Brown made the tackle for the Eagles. Right at midfield again, 3rd and 5 at the 50. Draw play to Dickerson, that works. 1st down, pickup of 10. Norton on the stop. Dickerson so far has had a very good day. 7 rushes for 40 yards, 3 catches for 31 yards. Everett 6 for 11, 60 yards. 1st and 10 at the Eagle 40. Eagles need to get something going here. 1 yard loss. Dickerson goes off tackle, but Brown was there to trip him up, and Bednarik put some instant pressure on the Ram offensive line with a blitz, and that makes it 2nd and 11 at the 41. Give this to Younger, 4 yards. Hugh Douglas made the stop for the Eagles. Out of Central State in Ohio, had 5 tackles in last week's game. 3rd and 7 now at the 37. Can the Rams keep the drive going? They cannot, but a marker
Pass
down.
interference, defense. Number 21, automatic. 1st down.
Oh, Eric Allen got called for pass interference, so indeed the drive keeps going for the Rams. It's now at the 19 of Philly, 1st and 10. Incomplete.
Holding, offense. Number 61, 10-yard penalty.
Putnam gets called for holding, and that moves it back to the 29 for a 1st and 20. What do you do on 1st and 20? You throw the ball. Everett was looking for Henry Ellard, but that was incompleted. Makes it now 2nd and 20 at the 29. Everett. 7-yard gain, and that will cut it down to a 3rd and 13 with 11:04 left in the half. Rams have 3 to the left side and a tight end to the right side. And it's caught. And that was to
encroachment, defense.
Henry Ellard.
Number 53, 5-yard penalty.
Penalty will be declined, and the Rams again get a bailout on 3rd down. And it'll be a 1st and goal from the 8. Looking for Christensen, incomplete. Bond was blitzing on that play for the Eagles. 2nd and goal from the 8. And Everett's going to run. Gains 3. Reggie White on the stop. Once saw Jim Everett make a great comeback. Personally, I went to a Bucks-Rams Sunday night game at Tampa Stadium, and the Bucks had a 27-3 lead at halftime, only for the Rams to come back and get 4 touchdowns in the second half and win 31-27. I think that was in 93 or 94 or something like that. Anyway, a 3rd and goal from the 5. Touchdown, Tank Younger.
The previous play is under review.
But a review might be overturned.
Upon further review, the runner was stopped short of the end zone.
Short of the end zone. So the HTFL rules come into play again, where each team gets 1 challenge, but any score or any turnover can be looked at by the replay booth. So that puts the ball just outside the goal line, and they will try a field goal here. Barr will come in to try an 18-yarder, I guess you could call it. And it's good. They actually rule it 17-yard kick. They were like right on the goal line almost, and it's 12-0. Brown back deep for the Eagles, and it's a touchback. What do you do if you're Philadelphia? You have not done well offensively. Minus 2 yards rushing, 2 yards passing, a net of a minus 11 yards. Ouch. So we'll pitch it right to McCoy. And you can't get anything going on this LA defense that's stacked. Maybe you go at Rich, but you really don't have anything to go at Rich with. And it's 2nd and 10. How about Retzlaff on a medium hitch? And it's caught. First down. Maybe I spoke too soon there. Cromwell on the stop. Two very, very good defensive ends for Las Vegas. You see Los Angeles, I mean. You see one of them right there, Deacon Jones, who pretty much invented the stat statistic. And how many stats sacks did Deacon come up with in his career will never be known. Also was the master of the head slap, which is a technique where the defensive lineman would slap the offensive lineman in the head with his bare hands, and that was banned several years ago. LaShawn McCoy on off-tackle right play here. That'll be the next play. No gain. Robertson makes the stop, and it's 2nd and 10. We'll go McDonald on a short slant. And that is there for a first down. 17-yard gain. Irvin on the stop for LLA. And it's now at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Back to LaShawn McCoy. Incomplete.
Holding. Offense. Number 29. 10-yard penalty.
And just as things were getting good for Philadelphia, they shoot themselves in the foot. Jackson gets called for holding. Harold Jackson, you see him there. 2 catches, 62 yards in the previous game against Buffalo. And now it's 1st and 20 at the 38. We'll go Kish. Screen pass. Look for number 44. It's there. And he gets it all back. 22 yards, and that's a first down. Moves it to the LA 40. So they keep their play going. Now they're going to go double tight end here, Philly will. And they will go pitch right McCoy. Try to work the outside. And that's a gain of 11 yards. McCoy, that gives him 6 for 9 yards. He had 196 against Buffalo last week, so he's way off that pace. We'll go McCoy again, sweep left. And that's a 3-yard loss.
Holding. Offense. Number 35, 10-yard penalty.
Pete Pihos called for holding on the great 40s teams that the Eagles had, won back-to-back championships in 48 and 49, well before the Super Bowl era. Now it's 2nd and 13. We'll go to Kish again. Actually, no. We'll go to Pihos since he made that screw up on that last play. We'll go to him on a short slant. Heavy pressure on McNabb, so he runs and gets 7 yards. 3rd and 6. We'll bring in 3 wide. Shotgun, man in motion, and we will say, Mike Quick, be quick, and catch a short hitch. Caught, but
Offsides. Defense. Number 36.
Actually dropped it.
5-yard penalty.
McDaniel called for offsides. McDaniel is a cornerback for Los Angeles. They bring Gray in as a 5th wide receiver. 5th defensive back, I'm sorry. And we'll go Kish on a dive. Try to get penetration. First down, but let's see what the penalty is.
Offsides. Defense. Number 99. 5-yard penalty.
Donald called for offside, so it would have been a first down anyway. We'll go medium pass to Retzlaff. And it's 6 points to McDonald. Old McDonald to the house, E-I-E-I-O, and it's 12-6. Here's the point after, and it's good. Akers puts it through, 12-7 game now. That was a very nice drive by the Eagles. Arnett back deep for the Rams as they field their first kickoff of the day. He takes it at the 5, moves straight ahead, out to the 36. So the kick coverage from Philly, not meeting to the approval of the Philly fans, who were very, very easily displeased, I would say. They once booed Santa Claus. 1st and 10, ball to 36. Give to Dickerson. No gain. That was Douglas on the tackle for the Eagles. A 2nd and 10 now. Same spot, ball at the 36. That was a slant to Christensen, and he picks up 15. Moves it into Eagle territory. 2:20 left. Will they get a playoff before the 2-minute warning? They do, and it goes to Tank Younger for 2 yards. Philly's still not going to call a timeout, and they'll go to the 2-minute warning. Rams holding a 12-7 lead. 2nd and 8, ball at the 47. Dropped pass to Brown.
Number 53, 5-yard penalty.
But all for naught as Hugh Douglas is called for defensive encroachment. 2nd and 3 now at the 42 as the Rams look for a score before the half. Christensen, dropped it. Dawkins was all over him. Maybe the heavy rain at Lincoln Financial Field has something to do with it. It's coming down pretty good now. 63-degree night. 3rd and 3 at the 42. To Younger, and Younger gets to the left sideline and picks up 12. Norton made the stop. Norton stops them at the 30 for a 1st and 10. And let's check the timeout situation. The Rams have 2 timeouts. Eagles still with 3. 1st and 10 at the 30. Everett to Dickerson. Dickerson will be close to the 1st down, but a fumble. Christensen scooped it up. And that will be marked down at the 21. 2nd and 1 from there. Minute 38 to go. Dickerson, no gain. White had him before the 1st down marker. Eagles still not calling timeout. We'll save that if we get a 4th down situation here. 3rd and 1 at the 21. Dickerson gets the 1st down that time. And the Rams banged their last timeout. They had used one prior to that. So they have no timeouts the rest of the way. 1st and 10 at the 20. Looking. He finds Christensen. Gain of 12. No gain. Move that to the 8, please. 50 seconds left to go. Clock running. 1st and goal at the 8. They give to Dickerson. Dickerson again. No gain. And Philadelphia is not going to call timeout, so the Rams frantically get their field goal team on. This is Barr from 25 to make it 15-7. No, he cannot. Chip shot field goal. And that'll end the half. Your score, Rams 12, Eagles 7. And we'll be back for the 2nd half right after this. And we're back to start the 2nd half of play. Don't forget to check out some of the other games I feature on this channel. We have a OOTP series going on. I just did my 30th part last night. Might be doing a 31st part either today or tomorrow. We have the Franchise Hockey Manager 1979-1980 Hartford Whalers going on. And Grand Slam Wrestling, we have a match of the week from the GSW circuit using the game Wrestling's Finest. So I just wanted to mention those other activities we have on this channel. It's not just football we have going on here. Also a shout out to the Digital to Dice podcast and the Digital to Dice podcast Facebook group. Okay, advertisements over. We'll get back to the game. 12-7 LA, counting for themselves very well here in Philadelphia on a rainy Monday night. Philadelphia will be kicking into the wind to start the 3rd period. They have 74 yards of offense in the entire game so far. LA with 185. LA has been moving up and down the field, but it's still it's still a 5-point margin. Arnett will be back deep for the Rams. We start this 3rd quarter. 32-yard return. He took it at the 5, ran it to the 37. So here come the Rams. 1st and 10. See what Everett can do here. 2-yard gain. Berge made the stop. And now it's a 2nd down and 8. Jim Everett finds Christensen for an 11-yard gain. 1st and 10 at the 50 now. And that's a gain of 19 as Everett threw a medium pass to Ellard. And that moves it to the Eagle 31. So the Rams very quickly have amassed 32 yards on 3 plays in a minute 29. First and 10 at the 31. Everett, lots of time. Incomplete. Allen deflected it. And it falls incomplete. Second and 10 at the 31. This time he didn't have a lot of time. Reggie White got the sack on him. 2 sacks on the game for Reggie. Out of Tennessee. Played with the Memphis Showboats and the Green Bay Packers. Along with playing with the Philadelphia Eagles for a stretch. Of course, the Memphis Showboats were part of the USFL. Third and 13 at the 34. Everett looking for Christensen, but not there. So they'll bring Barr in, who just missed a chip shot, to try a 51-yarder. And that's straight through.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty.
Oh, they got a penalty. Holding on Putnam. So, save the Bluebirds. It'll now be a punting situation and take those 3 points off the board. A 4th and 23 now from the 44, so they're not going to try a 61-yarder. Punting time. Coffin corner punt, and a nice one by Van Brocklin all the way down to the 6. Punt of 38. We'll go LaShawn McCoy off tackle right and try to get out of the hole here a little bit, but no gain. Philadelphia has already given up 1 safety in this game. They do not want to be totally embarrassed and give up another, I would think. We'll go trap left. Run to the weak side with McCoy. And that caught the Rams off guard a little bit. 3rd and 4 at the gain of 4. 3rd and 6 now at the 10. 3 wide receivers. Man in motion. Medium pass. McDonald probably be the logical choice, so we'll go to Jackson. McNabb scrambles and runs very well. 17 yards. Gray finally makes the stop for LA. Kish off tackle right. A fumble? But that was after a whistle, so it was called for no gain. 2nd and 10 at the 27. We'll go McDonald on a short slant. Oh, blindsided by Kevin Green. That's 2 for the day on him. 2 sacks. And the Eagles in a hole. 3rd and 15 at the 22. So they will go route plus. And we'll go to quick. Not there. Incomplete. Good coverage on quick. And it's 4th down. Zimmerman back to punt. They're punting into the wind. He's back at his 10. And Brown waves his hand. He lets it roll. Rolls dead at the 37. 41-yard punt. 7:49 left to go in the 3rd quarter. We're still at 12-7. No scoring yet in the second half. 1st and 10 at the 37. Incomplete. Actually, Brown did make the catch, but he was out of bounds. And it will now be a 2nd down and 10. 3 wides in the game for LA. Screen to Dickerson. They set that up nicely. 11-yard gain on the screen. Dawkins will be out. His return is probable. Injured his hand. So the defensive backfield for Philly, Allen, Vincent, Bradley, and Norton now. 1st and 10 at the 48. Give to Dickerson. Dickerson has another nice gain, 6 yards. He has 14 carries, 48 yards, 5 catches, 51 yards. So not as effective as he was against Vegas, but still getting it done through catching the ball. 2nd and 4 at the 46. Penalty down.
False start. Offense, number 17, 5-yard penalty.
Oh, they got Everett on a head bob. And that'll cost them 5. 2nd and 9 now. We'll move it back to the 49 of LA. Screen to Younger. Younger dropped it. Now a 3rd and 9. Ball at the 49. And LA has brought in 3 wide receivers. tight end to the top side of your screen. Dickerson in the backfield. And it's caught by Crazy Leg Search. And that's a 12-yard gain, enough for the first down. See how LA has been doing on third down conversions. Yeah, they've made a lot. 9 out of 13. Philadelphia only 2 out of 8. First and 10 at the 39. And that's caught by Christensen for a gain of 9. Move it to the 30 for a 2nd and 1. Again, deflected this time by Bradley. They were looking for Christensen. Tom Fears is going to come into the game as a second tight end. And Fears will wear number 80. 3rd and 1 at the 30. Give to Dickerson. Dickerson straight ahead. He got the first down. Dawkins back in the game. Seeing that Philadelphia might challenge the spot of the ball here, they have one timeout left. If they are unsuccessful, they lose a timeout that they might need later in the game, so I'm going to cancel even though the odds are good. 1st and 10, ball to 29. Dickerson on a dump-off pass, and that's good for 12 yards, but Bednarik got to him at the 17. So Eric Dickerson continuing to have a good day catching passes out of the backfield. Spit it out, Paulie. 6 for 63. Everett now 18 of 31 for 203. 1st and 10 at the 17. Christensen, touchdown. Caught a button hook pass. And they will try a point after here to go up 12. Here's Barr, who just missed a chip shot to end the first half. Had no trouble with the point after. It's 19-7 Rams. Eagles will get it back, barring a turnover. Here is Mr. Brown. And that's so well into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So Philadelphia has been held to 90 yards of total offense, and we have now played 41 minutes and 17 seconds of this game. Who, pray tell, are the backups? And are they any good? Let's see. Put Randall Cunningham into the game? I would say, why not? Randall Cunningham entering the game, number 12. No, he wears number 7, I should say. Used to wear number 12 when he played for Minnesota out of UNLV. He is entering the game to try to give the Eagles a little bit of a boost here. McCoy pitched to the right. And that works for 3 yards. Only 40 yards on the day rushing for the Eagles. How about Jackson on a short hitch? And Cunningham fumbles, loses a yard. Philadelphia did get it back, and Cunningham got it on his own fumble. 3rd and 8. Ball to 22. And we will put Retzlaff into use on a short hitch, which should pick up 10 yards. Cunningham rolls to his right. McDonald, but short of the first. Short of the first, so it'll be a 4th and 1 at the 29. Zimmerman will come in to punt as the Eagles' offensive woes continue, even with a new quarterback. And that's going to be a return of 5 by Brown out to the 31. 1st and 10, 1:22 left, third quarter. 19-7 LA. Give to Younger, and Younger with no pickup. Hit by Hugh Douglas. Now a 2nd and 10 from the same spot, the 31. Screen to Younger, and Younger all the way out to the 48 of Philly. 21-yard gain, but Bednarik made the stop. Everett having a good day throwing the ball, 20 for 33, 241, 2 touchdowns. That's the end of the third quarter. It's 19-7 Rams. We get ready to start the fourth quarter. The Rams could be 15 minutes away from going 2-0 on the year. And Philly could be just as long away from going 0-2. Ball to 48 of the Eagles for a 1st and 10. Give us to Dickerson. Dickerson with a nice gain, 6 yards. Berge makes the stop for LA. Still raining pretty heavily in Philly. Los Angeles playing into the wind now, so I imagine they'll do a lot of running. 2nd and 4 to 42. They give to Dickerson. Dickerson 2 yards. Berge again makes the tackle. So now a 3rd and 2 at the 40. Imagine they'll just keep it on the ground, and they do. Dickerson 5 more yards. He's at 18 rushes today for 62 yards. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 35. They give to Dickerson a 4th time in a row, and Douglas makes the stop for no gain. 2nd and 10, ball to 35 of the Eagles. Younger, 1 yard. Berge makes the stop. Dickerson looking a little tired. 3rd and 9 at the 34. Imagine they will throw here. Everett, incomplete, looking for Hirsch. And now it's 4th and 9 at the 34. They're going to try a 51-yard field goal into the wind with Barr out there. I'm going to watch for a fake here. They kick it, and they probably wish they didn't, as that was no good, and the Eagles will get good field position to start at the 41. Eagles need a little quick start, so we're going to sweep it right with Randall Cunningham, and he was known as a great runner when he played with the Eagles. And he picks up 7. How about Harold Jackson on a short hitch? See if the Eagles can get something going here. Throws it, incomplete. Looking for Retzlaff. We'll go Kish. Dive play on 3rd and 3. And that was a bust. No gain. 4th and 3. I think the Eagles will want to punt. Sideline, Zimmerman. Doesn't quite get to the sidelines as Brown makes a fair catch at the 12. 9:57 left in the game unless we go overtime, which could possibly still happen. It's 19-7 Rams. They have the ball now, 1st and 10 at their own 12. Eagles need to make something happen defensively here. 2-yard gain. Berge on the tackle. That is his 10th on the day. That was Dickerson making the run. He goes closer to 20 carries on the game. 2nd and 8 at the 14. And that's caught by Ellard for 10 yards. Ellard now 4 catches for 50 yards. Leading receiver right now is Todd Christensen, 7 for 81. 1st and 10 at the 24. And that's a 2-yard gain for Tank Younger, who will come out of the game as they go 3 wide. Bring Elroy Hirsch in. 2nd and 8 at the 26. Straight ahead to Dickerson, 5 yards. Norton brought him down, and it's now 3rd and 3 at the 31 with 7:33 to go. Everett, that's a 1st down. And it was a dump pass to Dickerson. That was his 7th catch of the day. 10-yard gain. Ball on the tackle at the 41. 1st and 10. Eagles running out of time. No gain. Younger on a sweep right. 2nd and 10 at the 41. They'll go Dickerson wide to the left, and he picks up 5. He's up to 74 yards rushing on 22 carries. As a team, LA has only run for 99 yards on 35 carries. 3rd and 5 at the 46. Everett's really gotten it done passing, but not this time. Wistert got him down on a sack. A loss of 6. 4th and 11. And with 3 timeouts left, we will not use one here, but we're going to go for a block. Can't get it. See how the punt plays out. We're going to try to return it, and it's a 6-yard gain. 3:47 left to go in the game unless we go to overtime. And we're going to throw caution to the wind here and go to quick on a long pass, play action. Not there. And Cunningham took a huge hit after the throw. He didn't quite catch who it was. But now it is 2nd and 10, ball to 25. Here's a screen to McCoy. 3-yard gain. Quick to the line are the Eagles. And we need 7 yards, so we will go medium out to Mike Quick. Instead, it's to Retzlaff, and he picks up 8. 3:09 to go. Ball went out of bounds, so the clock stopped at 3:09. How about Quick on a short slant? Worked the middle of the field, but a forced fumble, and that was Deacon Jones who got the sack. Cunningham covered up his own fumble. Got a lot of fumbles today on this rainy field in Philly. Quickly back to the line go the Eagles. We'll go to Quick, in fact, on a medium fly. Not there, incomplete. 3rd and 18. Don't know why the crowd was cheering. Must have been a fight in the stands between a guy from Jersey City and a guy from Collingsworth, New Jersey. We'll put, let's see here. We'll go Carmichael. We need 18, right? So we're going to go long hitch to Carmichael. And we'll go for it on 4th. Oh, Merlin Olsen. Cunningham was hurt on the play. He's shaking it off. No huddle. We need 23 yards. We might as well just go for a big one here and go to Carmichael again. Cunningham's going to scramble. Oh, 3-yard loss. 3-yard gain, but that's way short of the first down. So the fog of war is setting in on the Eagles. They needed to throw a pass there, and a scramble was just not going to do it. Okay, 19-7, 2:01 to go. One play before the 2-minute warning. See what Everett does here. I imagine they'll just keep it on the ground. They do. Tank Younger. And that's 2 yards. 2-minute warning. 1:56 left now. And it's 2nd and 8 at the 24. Give to Dickerson. Dickerson picks up a yard. Eagles will bang a timeout. 3rd and 7. They give to Dickerson again. 5 yards. Another timeout. So here comes the field goal try by Barr from 35. No good. Barr has not had a good day kicking the ball outside of the one field goal he had, which was from 17 yards. So he has not had a great game. Okay, last chance time for the Eagles. We'll go Retzlaff, medium out. 1 timeout left for the Eagles. Rams still have all their 3. Retzlaff's pass incomplete. Intended for Retzlaff was incomplete. Nolan Cromwell out of Kansas. That's Leroy Nolan Cromwell. There we go. Playing on those late 70s, early 80s Rams team. Rams made Super Bowl 14, lost to the Steelers after being contenders in the NFC West for many, many years and never making the big game. They finally did, and they lost to the Eagles. Medium fly to Mike Quick. Bounced off the hands of, let's see who that was. Number 29. Let's see who 29 was. That was Harold Jackson. Mike Quick, of course, now the color commentary on the Eagles games on the radio with Merrill Reese. 3rd and 10, 1:25 to go. Getting down the brass tacks here. We will go medium out to Tommy McDonald. That's the only touchdown of the game. No gain as they go underneath to McCoy. So this is it, folks. Last chance for the Eagles for sure. Now, I would think we will go Carmichael, medium out. No, do not call this play because I wanted to set something up here. Quarterback must pass. And we will make a medium fly to Carmichael and call our only timeout if we get it. There it is, Carmichael, 15 yards. Eagles still need 2 scores, though, and they will call their last timeout with 1:16 to go. 4 wide receivers. Got to use the sidelines now. McDonald, medium out. Rams know it, and they're putting a lot of players back. And it's caught by McDonald, who pitched it to Westbrook, tackled by Gray, and he gains 11. Hurry up, boys. Hurry back to the line. Medium out to Tommy McDonald. And that's caught. And he did step out of bounds at the 41, 8 yards. Mike Quick on a short out. Incomplete. Irvin was tangled up with him, but the referees keep their flags in their pockets. We're going to go long out this time, and we're going to look for Jackson. Randall Cunningham says, I'm going to Jackson. I'm going to loosen my coat, but it's not completed. Sherman tipped it, and it's now 4th and 2 at the 41. Medium out to Harold Jackson. Not there, and that should do it. Cunningham was 7 out of 15 in his fill-in role for McNabb, who did not look good. And the Rams held the Eagles to 141 yards total all day, as this should just be a formality here as Everett takes a knee, and that's your game. 19-7 Rams over the Eagles. There you see the stats, 353 total yards for LA, 141 for Philly. They were 12 out of 19. They were spectacular on third down. They held the ball for 38 minutes and 37 seconds. No turnovers in the game, but Philadelphia just looked very sloppy against a very stout LA defense. So let's take a look at a few things. Since this is the end of week number 2, I want to take a look at the power ratings the game has. Cleveland in the lead. Miami, Washington, New Orleans up there despite being 1-1. Carolina, New York is 7th. I think they should be higher. Minnesota and LA low. Your bottom 5 right now: Kansas City, Tampa Bay, Chicago, surprising since they are 1-1, Buffalo, and Arizona. Looking ahead to the third week of play, which will begin, I'm recording this on June 13th, so it will begin on the 15th. I take a day off either on Sundays or when we get through a week, and both apply here. First 3 games out of the chute will be New York playing Buffalo in the upper east, the upper north division. Philadelphia dropped to 0-2 in that division and will be 2 games behind New York when play starts. LA 2-0 in the lower west. They lead San Diego by a game, and Arizona and Las Vegas by 2. Next game after that will be a good one. New England traveling to Philadelphia, and then, what a doozy here. Dallas and Washington. 2 old rivals playing at it. That'll be our third game in week number 3. Tennessee and Carolina, Indianapolis at Atlanta, Cincinnati and Cleveland trying to decide who the best team of Ohio is of all time. Once again, your final score, LA 19, Philadelphia 7, and thus concludes week number 2. This has been Big Paulie coming to you, wishing you Godspeed, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye for now, everybody.